Well, I know you and Tim are doing a podcast, and I imagine the rewatching portion probably started after you filmed this. But I'm curious how going back to watch these episodes may have influenced or just altered the way you saw the show and kind of just the franchise now that you have these 15 years of experience and you're getting to kind of revisit it now with the podcast.
Yeah, I mean, it has really been a powerful experience, honestly. In some of the interviews we've already done as well, to go back and talk about sort of where we all were when Psych came into our lives and what had to happen in each of our lives for us to like get to the point of being there. Like, it has been really, it's been so fun, but it's also actually been really emotional. And I think what is so cool about the movies, and definitely I feel like in Psych 3 in particular, well, first off, like all of us getting to be together after this year and a half that we've had inside and not being able to see people we love and a lot of us not working and a lot, that in and of itself was a really, really emotional, powerful experience for all of us, which I think you kind of feel, I can anyway, when I see the movie, and the movie feels like a little bit like grown up Psych, just a little bit. We're growing up a little bit, but there is that little bit, and I feel like they've just done such a good job, the writers, over time. And so going back to the beginning, now knowing where we are, having just done Psych 3, it really blows my mind how I think the writers have written to so much of what has gone on with us personally and our own personalities, and now are continuing to do that. I mean, especially Tim in this one, I mean, he's actually, so much of what he's talking about is stuff he's actually emotionally dealing with in real life, and he really showed up, and he's so good in the movie. But yeah, so I think it's fun. There's also a lot of stories that, I mean, Tim and I experienced so much of Psych together, so for us it's just fun to relive our own inside jokes, but to hear some of the stories we didn't even know, stuff that went on behind the scenes, even with like Steve and like getting the show off the ground initially, and James and other people who were up for his part. It's really, it feels miraculous in a lot of ways that we're all still here. But then and then you hear people talk. I hear like Steve talk about what he did to sort of bring everybody together, and I'm like, it's not. There were these people. He had a no a-hole policy, he said from the very beginning, and I feel like that still stands. And we really are. I mean, I can go on and on, but I do. And I know everybody always says that they're a family, but we actually really, really, really are. I mean, I was with Tim. I saw Tim yesterday and last week. Like, it's crazy.